Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for all the interactions as usual. They just keep me going. I hope you're pushing hard. I hope you're striving against all the odds. Today, I'm going to discuss about something a very interesting and common topic. It's going to help us reflect. It's going to help us examine ourselves. It's going to help us to make that decision, those decisions, maybe there are many that we have not been able, to actually make them concretely. I have been talking a lot about limits. Yes, everyone might have some limits, but have you ever thought about self-belief limits? The self-belief limits, these are those categories that also exist in our own lives. And sometimes they heavily weigh on us. They only add up to our weaknesses. Some of them we even classify them as our weaknesses and we struggle to turn them into strengths. I'm going to give some practical examples here. When we were young, this is a category that sometimes stay a lot in our memories, our subconscious mind. Imagine yourself being in the first grade and you struggled to do some kind of assignment or a test, mathematics test, and you couldn't make it through, didn't pass that test, and you hear comments like mathematics is not your own, you're going to be arts inclined, science is not your domain, you're going to be arts inclined. Might be at that time we didn't have the opportunity to try more times, to try the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, or we didn't have that right person to give that push to encourage, or we didn't have that opportunity to use different techniques to learn them. But only that experience alone and only such feedbacks will make us feel like, no, this is not our domain, no matter how we try. We're not going to succeed in it. Other examples can be I cannot do this because no one has ever done it. I cannot try it because maybe no one has ever succeeded. I cannot do it because if I try, people may label me or they may reject me. All these kind of thoughts that come into our minds. They come and then they sit in our subconscious mind, the mind space. And that alone only invites more insecurities, fears, and doubts. You can name the rest. Now it is time for us to begin looking at it from the other perspective, on the positive side of view. Maybe I was the first person to get this done. I will be the first person to do it and no one will reject me or label me. If I failed it, I didn't have the opportunity to learn different ways of handling it. Now I'm prepared to keep trying and to try using different techniques. Let's face it, let those experiences or all those comments that may have weighed on us, weighed on our thoughts, weighed on everything that has existed in our life and have affected the decisions that we have been taking in life. We can start readjusting them. It's never too late. It's never too late. As I always say, life is just about identifying those points, identifying those aspects that we can modify, we can improve, make things better, to live the better life that we really want to live, the better version of ourselves, to make ourselves visible, and we can do it. But we can do it only by being very active, proactive. Sit down, think about all those things. What are those? I call them claws, but they are self beliefs. Most of them have generated from the experiences or maybe from the evaluations we've been having in every, maybe a classroom, a meeting session, in all those areas. What kind of feedbacks we have had with respect to the things that we have tried. Have they influenced our thoughts? Think about this. Nothing should stop you. Just keep trying. Of course, we are different. You might not do things the same way another person does it, but it doesn't mean that you can't even do it at all. That's the point here. You can do it. You can do it. Thank you so much for listening. Feedbacks are welcome, comments welcome, likes welcome. Please do share the video. God bless you as you do so. Ciao.